I'm Benjamin Chambers, and I'm editor of Reclaiming Futures Every Day, which is the blog of the Reclaiming Futures Initiative. As you probably know, Reclaiming Futures helps teens who are in trouble with drugs, alcohol, and crime. Every week on the blog, I compile a roundup of news stories for professionals and policymakers in the fields of juvenile justice and adolescent substance abuse treatment. This week, there's 4 stories I really don't want you to miss. First of all, the Deputy Director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy did a webinar this week in which he laid out a little bit about the new National Drug Control Strategy. It's an ambitious agenda they have in mind, and I think it's pretty exciting. It means that I think pretty soon we're going to be serving a lot more clients, and I think treatment providers will actually benefit from this in the long run. Now, the second thing is actually 2 resources that I don't think you're going to want to miss. The National League of Cities came out with a toolkit, an anti-gang toolkit for city leaders, and they also have an online database for people who want to actually start an alternative high school or want to support alternative high schools. It's an interesting resource, really, chock full of information and things about how youth advocates have been able to create them and support them across the country. Now, the third story I wanted to call your attention to this week really got under my skin. Did you know that there's 500,000 people, adults and juveniles, in this country who are sitting in jail right now because they can't afford to pay their bail? Let me give you a quote from the story. These people are in jail not because they're dangerous or a threat to society or because a judge thinks they're going to run. It's not even because they're guilty. They haven't even been tried yet. They're here because they can't make bail, sometimes as little as $50. Now, the fourth story I want you to check out this week is about kids. These are kids in the Washington, D.C. foster care system who are testifying before adults, telling them how they think they can make the system better. I think that's a great story to end on this week. Thanks for tuning in today. And remember, if you're not watching this video on our blog already, make sure you visit us to find out more information about the stories I talked about today and also find links to several more. Thanks.